Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over.
Shit gotta be alone.
Alright, we got Queensbridge legend in the building. That's
me right there. We threw the headphones off.
Yeah, on Queensbridge legend in the building. I hope he ain't modest today, because I'm about to, let him know, like, this is the best rapper from Queensbridge.
I appreciate that.
I don't give a fuck who argued with me. Look, I said it on Twitter 2 years ago, so this ain't no fluke shit. This is my favorite rapper from Queensbridge, the best rapper from Queensbridge, and the reason why I say that is because, first of all, many of the rappers from Queensbridge is nice, but he came before all of them.
I agree.
So you gotta respect the architect sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So when you do your homework and you think of Intelligent Hoodlum, Arrest the President, Black I'm Proud, being like, what, you was 14, right?
When I made those records, I was 19.
When you was in the studio with Marley originally, how old was you?
I was 12.
This is what I'm saying.
Damn. Wow. Recording, making
like
music?
rapping?
Yeah.
That's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, you can turn it. Yeah, just make sure so they can hear you out there.
Yeah, I was 12.
Yeah. So
I'm used to holding the shit.
Yeah, just whatever you want to do, my nigga. Whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that thing always pop off.
So for me, it was just like Joy and Pain.
All right.
Both versions, the remix, because you was the first person to use the I think Junior Mafia ended up using the same sample.
Yeah.
But you use all that first. You know what I'm saying? Do you look at yourself as a legend?
I mean, I don't know if I look at myself as a legend. I look at myself more or less like I feel that I'm timeless. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily, because there's a lot behind that legend stuff. Like to me, like real legends are like they're not even breathing.
They're out the game though.
I guess it's more like a thing for my mind to stay hungry and stay, keep myself sharpened. Like I try not to take it to the head like that. I just be like, yo, I just gotta keep going. Like I can't lay down. I don't understand what that means.
But you had some of the most I don't even know where to start with your lyrical content. First of all, what inspires you to write what you write? Because a lot you rhyme about a lot of pain. Mm-hmm. You rhyme about a lot of reality that we all live and see. What inspires that?
I think initially what inspired me to do it was that, coming up, it was like, I came up in a way where it was, it was a lot going on around me.
Uh-huh.
And in my household as well as, the area I grew up in. And it was a different time, this is like pre-Giuliani, so, a lot of things was flowing. There's a lot of money floating around, and there's a lot of money, what I'm saying? There's a lot of, it's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of violence, there's a lot of, jealousy and struggle and, war. So I grew up in the midst of that, in the world's largest project. So you can imagine, like, it had an impact on me in terms of my personality and my character. Then I'm going through things within my household. So it's like I'm stepping out of the crib, which is a battle zone, into the streets right outside my back was more like a war zone. You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta worry about the cops.
Yeah. So my way of dealing with it was more so like I use music as like a sanctuary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it became something sacred to me. So instead of like going to a therapist or going to somebody crying, because I don't do that, or complaining, I just felt like, listen, I'm gonna just air it out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it started.
What's Tragedy's favorite tragedy rhyme?
That's crazy that you asked me that, because I just told somebody yesterday it's hard for me to say that, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, not trying to be like an enigma, but like, it's hard for me to say what's my favorite rhyme, because I feel like, yo, every joint I write, I like, Large Professor always tell me, he be like, yo, you the heart of the bridge, because it's like, when I write a song, to me, like, I'm just cutting my veins and I'm just bleeding on the track.
See, so if Extra P say it, then y'all know I ain't bullshit, because that's another legend. And his word, whatever he say, we gotta listen, because that's one of our elders. You know
and I mean, it's respected, because I look at him, like, a lot of people don't realize with him, like, he didn't necessarily get the credit, but he initially produced 80% of my first album, which was the Intelligent Hoodlum album.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So we thinking it's Marley?
No, I mean, Marley played his part. You know what I'm saying? Marley was more or less like the orchestrator.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just like similar, like if I do a project with some artists or whatever, and I'm involved in the project, not just as from an artist capacity, but more so like a
executive.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear the artist, but vicariously, I'm gonna come through the artist. So like with Large and Marley, I believe, it was more so like, you know, Large would come with some raw loops, and Marley would kind of like touch it up or whatever. So, you know, it went hand in hand. But I didn't realize the impact Large had. So I say all that to say, like, you know, his opinion is definitely, you know, I hold it sincere anyway.
Damn, see, a lot of people don't make my iPod. You made my iPod.
Oh shit.
So it's like, I think it's permanently scarred. I think it's permanently scarred. I'm about to tell you some of your songs that I just listened to that is like, but you also was one of the first people that was saying thug.
Yeah.
But a lot of other people get credit for the whole thug thing.
Yeah.
What does thug mean to you?
Well, to me, a thug is not necessarily like a dude who's like, to me, a thug is just somebody that's coming up from the bottom. He's militant. He's not a savage. You know what I'm saying? But he's militant. You know what I'm saying? And his edges is hard, but you know, he got a heart of gold too. There's no specific acronym for me. It's just, I took it as like, yo, just like the same way, like, it's funny, like I hit my daughter and she was like, how you doing, Pops? And I'm like, yo, I'm gracious. And she was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to hit her back like, yo, this is how I use the word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I take words and I give my meaning to them.
L.A.
What up?
The record. Being involved in, because you was during a time where the tension was real bad.
They were our only homeland.
Yeah, they was the only ones who stepped up.
They were the only ones.
I like that.
They were
That's
New York
fire right there.
Yeah.
Hold on. You talking my language?
Yeah.
That's fire right there. I like that. I might jack that too.
Yeah.
I might jack that.
Let it go.
I'm just keeping it green. I might jack it.
It's true though.
When that climate, what was that climate like in the city during that East Coast, West Coast?
Yo, hold on, man.
We ain't getting none of this. We getting something.
No, I'm filming you over here, man.
Okay.
Over here.
This shit is turning into something.
This is a classic interview.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
This is classic.
Yo, at that time, B, like, it was crazy because we was trying to get the album secure. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to get the album secure. You know, I was working the regular circuit. You know what I'm saying? The sources and trying to get up in the vibes and all that, and trying to make those things happen. But you know, outside of the streets, we wasn't really getting the love we wanted in the industry.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's be real. Like, I'm an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? You come from the hood. We don't look for opportunities.
Better be.
We create them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? G's don't look for opportunities. They create them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, listen. You know, nothing against Clue. That's my son. And you know, but I was like, yo, they ain't letting us on the mixtapes like we need to be. They ain't showing the love they need to show. We getting compared to Mobb Deep, and I'm saying to myself, yo, these niggas is nothing like Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
Havoc is my brother.
Capone-N-Noreaga.
Havoc is my brother.
You named Havoc.
Yeah. I gave Havoc his name, Havoc.
Yeah.
Havoc is my brother. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm saying to myself, yo, these niggas is nothing like these niggas sound-wise. Like, they have a totally different sound. But being that we from the bridge, it's always, we getting that bridge label, like, oh, they sound like this. And I'm like, and aside from that, like, what they're talking about, like, these dudes is really doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I know, because I'm there. It's not like I'm trying to sell some gimmick. Like, these dudes is really, you know, they about that life that they talking about.
Yeah.
So when the Dog Pound came out and they did the New York thing, to me, they just, you know, everybody was like, yo, these niggas, and I just was like, that's perfect.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Because people don't necessarily respect the artistry. People don't respect things like that. You know what I'm saying? They get onto that later. Like, that's the backstory. People respect sensationalism. They want hype. They want shit to talk about. They want to be able to be like, yo, they want to get crazy over something. So when the Dog Pound did that, I was like, yo, we got to get at them right now. You know, and I hit a few dudes up, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I hit a few dudes who at that time was like, you know, they were supposed to be them dudes, but
keep it a buck. Who fronted was like, nah. Keep it a buck. Fuck that.
Cause you know what? I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah. You know why? Look. Only reason why I say we got to keep it a buck because y'all was the only niggas that went. I mean, I ain't gonna front when they shot their video out here. It was Brooklyn niggas who threw shots at them. We always got to remember that. And Big went on the radio was like, they shoot the video there right now. Y'all gonna let them do that? And then that shit got shut down. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to switch mics.
I'm just saying, like, who was there that was like, who didn't really? Let me change the camera.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah. Give me one name that you called that you was like, I know. I
called Fat Joe.
Wow.
Okay.
I called Fat Joe, and I was disappointed, man. You know, me and Fat Joe, we done kicked a few times, you know, and there's some mutual brothers that he, you know, was running with that I became good friends with, like Like my son born out of the Bronx, Puerto Rican born to God.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, at a time when him and the dude Cuban was still rocking. This is pre the the drama they got into. So I felt like, yo, man, like, what do you mean no? Like, what are you talking about? But then like, and I'm not gonna say Joe is soft because I don't really believe that, honestly. But what I will say is, I guess he felt it wasn't politically correct for him at that time. You know, and I do believe that, I do believe Suge Knight had a part to play in some of the other brothers I reached out to their decision, because he was running around and he was, he was shaking shit down.
He was doing niggas dusty.
But but how I saw it is like, yo, at this particular time, me and Capone-N-Noreaga, we ain't got much. You know what I'm saying? We
Might as well go all the way in.
Yo, to me, Suge Knight is not harder than poverty to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You don't beat hunger pains, my nigga. And I'm not feeling no hunger pains, my nigga.
And I'm willing to lay it all on the line to eat.
And let's be real, like, I'm not Superman. I'm not, indestructible. It's, I'm from the bridge, man. We raised like Spartans. You know what I'm saying? So it could go down, and I'm not afraid of that going down either. It's nothing.
Yeah. So when y'all did the record, Stretch Armstrong was behind it.
Oh man, Stretch is amazing.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong was behind it. Marley produced it, right? Y'all had two versions.
What happened was this, right? Stretch actually took the original loop that they used.
Okay.
So now I pressed the record. Me and Stretch pressed the record up.
Okay.
And I had some people that I was rubbing elbows with, and I basically was like, yo, listen, this is what it is. Yo, I need the whole 5 racks. You know what I'm saying? I got the other 5 racks. And we're gonna do a video. So we had Nick Quested at the time. He went on to do movies and all that. Nick Quested did the video, and it's crazy because you look at the video now, I can get a video for free that look crazy. You know what I'm saying? And every time
especially with these right here,
that shit wanna make me kick myself in the ass, because at that time I gave this motherfucker 10 stacks. But that's my dude, though. That's my dude, but he got me. Now, the editing, and get the fuck out of here, man. The labor, get the fuck out of here. But so I respect the hustle. But so we did the video, and when we shot it and it got done and we threw it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, the response that came back was crazy. So it helped propel a lot of other things. I mean, that was like one of the only songs that wasn't meant to be an actual song. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it just took off. It was like 7 weeks on the countdown at #1. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. So that record was very, pivotal in terms of like setting a lot of things off. And Stretch was there all the way, you know what I'm saying?
What did y'all ever perform that in LA?
No. But I will say this, I performed it a few weeks ago, and I happened to have an LA Blood on the stage with me.
Oh, so you was good grab.
Yeah, and it was cool. It was cool.
So y'all was trying to get away from Mobb Deep a little bit. Why did y'all include them on the record?
Because it wasn't. Listen, you know this just as well as I do, and I know this question, the answer isn't out for you. Yeah. It's more so for the listeners, but you know as well as I do. Like, it wasn't. It's not always the artists who are trying to get away from something. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like us being actually like doing what Mobb Deep do and all of that. It was more so like we're trying to let the industry know, like, stop putting us
in that box.
Like, we're not gonna let y'all do that. Yeah. And in the end, it was like, I knew what that was. You know what I'm saying? I know, because they just, a lot of times, man, like, and I'm gonna bring this up, like, even with Wu-Tang, like, I happen to be blessed enough, for whatever reason the universe deemed me worthy of. I was in a room when RZA when Flex first got the Wu-Tang album. Wow. I don't even remember what I was doing there. I was doing something, and I happened to be standing right there, and Flex played some of the album for some people in the room, and they wasn't feeling it. Wow. And I was like, yo, what you mean? This shit sounds fucking revolutionary. You bugging. So, and I say that to say, like, after we did the LA video, and then we was trying to, like, get the whole thing situated, it came down to like Stretch doing the actual original. And the reason why Marley produced the record, but to us it was more or less like the remix. So I say all of that to say, to answer your initial question, I say all that to say what it came down to, that record was like so many steps to that shit, that when it all came together, it looked like everybody was just down and everybody was, but it wasn't really like that.
Y'all lifted the East Coast, y'all gave us hope. Cause I was like, hold up.
Like I
Who the fuck is these Queens niggas?
Frontline security,
I knew who
right?
you were.
Yeah.
But I ain't know who the fuck Capone-N-Noreaga was. So I was like, oh yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. We
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Cause yo, Corrupt was so nice. Like
Yeah.
that verse was like,
Yeah, Corrupt is nice.
yeah, he shitted on him.
Yeah.
And he didn't even really diss niggas in the verse, but it was just, he was rhyming like one of us, but then come to find out he is an East Coast nigga because
He's from Philly.
From Philly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but the crazy shit is that when we did the record, we did it like if you listen to the original record, in the beginning of the record, I'm like, hey, fo, like I'm making a mockery of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what up, fo? Yo, smart ass nigga. Like I'm talking like one of them niggas.
Market.
And that was me on the beginning. A lot of people don't even know that, but I was joking around like, oh, y'all niggas think it's funny? Like, yeah, all right, we gonna fuck with y'all now. And with us, it's like, all right, y'all didn't really say nothing direct. We ain't gonna say nothing direct.
Yeah.
But y'all know what it is, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of hurt me too, like with P, man. Like, it kills me with dudes, man. Like, P had a verse on the joint.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened?
And then, like, when it came down to, like, getting the record completed, P took, he was like, yo, I don't want my verse on it, because, yo. And then he wound up putting,
Sounded just like him.
he wound up putting putting that verse on a joint with him and Nas and Half. So I said, yo, P, alright, fuck it. Alright.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yo, come on, son. Like, don't do that. Like, you bugging.
Queensbridge, why are y'all?
Hold on, I'm gonna get to that.
Go
I'm gonna get to the Rome. I'm gonna get to the Rome shit, the season, the Rome shit.
Yeah, 'cause
but
I'm
like he took his verse off, but I said, yo, I'm leaving you on the hook, son. I'm not taking you.
Yeah,
off.
definitely.
Fuck that, cause it was the chemistry.
His
was right.
conviction was perfect.
It was right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, executing the right song.
Queensbridge, why 1 week y'all all cool, the next week niggas don't like each other? It's almost like that in every project. But how I looked at it was, y'all all made it. Like everybody from Queensbridge damn near came down. It ain't too many niggas to say I ain't never put no album out on no record.
I'm gonna say this, right? I think the perception from everybody is that we supposed to just be all like brothers.
Sing Kumbaya and shit.
Yeah,
right
be
there.
like, yeah, like, you know, but and that would be beautiful to be like that.
Uh-huh.
But even within my circle now, like my immediate circle, yo, we have conflicts. You know what I'm saying? Like this brother right here, part of my immediate circle. Like we go over, we do our thing, but and we, you know, we have times where we not feeling each other sometimes. But I think the thing with Queensbridge is everybody expected it. Because everybody saw the potential of what this shit could be if it was like one concentrated effort. And a lot of times you gotta understand, man, when you got artists like Nas and you got artists like Deep and Mega, like, and they own right, like them dudes is kings.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have ego involved.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have pride involved. And then you're gonna have, which is the most hurting part about it is not their actual egos and pride, but then you're gonna have the motherfucking spectators who don't got nothing to do with shit.
The peanut gallery.
Exactly. That don't want to see motherfuckers really do anything anyway, and that feel like if everybody get together, they little crumbs is going.
Divide and conquer.
They little crumbs they ain't gonna be able to eat they little crumbs no more. They start throwing shit in the game.
One of my favorite records that you was on was Calm Down.
Okay.
Classic.
You, Nori, and Nas.
Mm-hmm.
But Nori told me the story of that's really his record, and you wasn't originally on it. E-Money Bags was originally on it.
I think my brother needs to like really look back into that right there. I love my brother.
He said it right here too.
Yeah, that's my brother. I love him. I speak to him all the time. I just think sometimes, you know, I think we need to really look into that. Now Nori, I ain't gonna lie, Nori actually alley-ooped the Nas shit though.
Okay.
He definitely alley-ooped the Nas verse because, which was ironic to me, because Nas was another individual who I called upon to get on the LALA record.
Wow.
And he declined, and like, you know, he told me, I'm feeling you, but I ain't really feeling them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, you know, cause no friction.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's not hurting me because I'm gonna do what I gotta do regardless, to whom or what.
But the truth is what we need more of in this.
Yeah, and I think, like, come on, son, like, that wasn't the original.
Facts.
That wasn't the original plan for that record. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would it? Why? All right, I'm gonna take it here.
Okay.
When we did the record, right? If it wasn't meant to be my record, like, why did I book the session then?
No,
what
he
I'm saying?
actually said you took all the risk with the record. You put it out, you white label, you did all that. That was you, but he kind of put it together.
No, he brung Nas involved.
Okay.
I got the producer, I got the session. He wanted Nas on the record. So I was like, he had just came back from LA. He did the joint, the Body in the Trunk joint.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was excited about that. Now him and Nas, I guess, developed some type of rapport. So he got Nas to come through. And that within that realm, Nas and E Money Bags was kind of running with Nas. And you know, that kind of happened. So when the record was recorded in I believe it was Quad Studios, I had stepped out because I had been in the studio for like 2 months straight, and I wanted some air and I just wanted to breathe. So I went out and I went to Tony Roman's. I went and got some beef ribs and some Henny. You know what I'm saying? When I came back, E Money Bags had a verse on the record.
Yeah.
Initially in the beginning it was me, Nas, Bags, and Nori. No, excuse me. It was me, Nas, and Nori. When I came back, Bags had a verse on there. And this is a funny story I'm gonna get into real quick. So boom, when I came back, I told the engineer, because I was like, yo, this shit is a banger. Yo, play that shit back. So he played it back, and I heard Bags on the record, and I was like, yo, what's this? And so I was like, yo, listen, you know, rest in peace to Bags, man. I actually talked about it in another record called Elohim. You know what I'm saying? And I said, yo, Bags got to come off there. So I took Bags off the record. You know what I'm saying? And the record obviously came out. I white labeled it. When it came down to it, Nas didn't want to clear it, which was crazy.
Nori said that.
Which was crazy to me because he came through for the record.
That
Why
shit
you?
was so hard. Like that record. Oh man. Like,
I don't know what be on dudes' mind. Dudes could try to use me as an excuse.
Yeah, blame Trash, right?
Whatever, man. Like I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Really.
What I want to ask you though too, like we never seen you and Nas lock in though. Why you think that is?
Honestly, man, like I don't know, man. Like it's a deep history. It's like nothing secretive that went on between me and him. I tried to unravel it myself. Like yo, what? You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times people would go back and forth saying things, misconstruing things he might have said or I might have said. Just because, like I said initially, man, dudes don't listen, man. At the end of the day, man, nobody likes to be eased out, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think dudes fear me and him coming together.
Yeah.
I think they really do, and they know who they are. Like it was so crazy. I remember one time somebody told me that they said that Nas said Jay-Z said I was talking crazy about Nas at a show.
Wow.
And I was like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah, why you gonna listen to the outside?
No, but not even that. Like I believe that went down. I believe Jay probably did say that. But then I'm looking at it like, why the fuck? But then I'm like, it's dawning on me. I'm like, yo, this nigga got that little rock movement going on. And then he see us doing little shit together, so he probably like, yo, them niggas, I can't let these niggas come together like that.
Too powerful.
These niggas are crush our shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay is nice. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite MCs. Don't get it fucked up. But the rest of them niggas, like, I wasn't really worried about.
Yeah. But
you know what I'm saying?
The two best niggas in Queensbridge rapping together.
Come on, son.
Cause Calm Down was a prelude to what we would have saw.
Come on, son. Exactly. So
when they did the Queensbridge album, what role did you play in that?
I just was strictly an artist. And it's funny that you mention that, because the next story to that fucking Calm Down record is my son, rest in peace, Killer Shy, calls me. You know what I'm saying? That was my heart right there. He like, yo, Shine, what up? I'm like, yo, what up? He like, yo, Shine, I'm in the studio right now. You won't believe who I got next to me.
ForbesDVD.com